What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Ham Radio Crash Course. Welcome to Saturday. Today we're going into the old pit of topics we haven't done in a while, and we're gonna roast your ham shacks. So if you haven't posted your ham shack over on the Ham Radio Crash Course Discord, hashtag Shacks Chat, it would be a good time to do that. Link is in the video description for our Discord. Consider joining us over there for all your ham radio needs. We'll get started really soon. Enjoy the memes. What's up, everybody? Mike already coming out strong, throwing his Mac OS shack goodness out at everybody. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Everyday Crash Course. So yeah, this is an oldie but a goodie. We love looking at your shacks and not really roasting them, or of course we're kidding. But you gotta have a buzzword in the titles these days on YouTube. Otherwise, you just don't get the views. That's just how it goes. Throw in a nice little thumbnail as well, and all the kids will come to the yard. Anyway, I am Josh KI6NAZ. Thanks a lot for coming out. Let's hit up the most important part of every show. Make sure to remind you to go check out hamtactical.coffee for all your ham radio merch ideas coming out of my wife Leia's great brain and your ideas from the Ham Radio Crash Course podcast. And as always, go check out hamtactical.coffee, our Coffee of the Month Club. The coolest part about this, at least I think so, is that you get a custom sticker only available for that month, basically, and for those that buy it, and then that's it. We're not going to sell them. That's the only way to get some of these stickers. And if you like the Cat Cups coffee or the Ratchet Straps coffee idea, then you definitely want to get in on that. All right, so what's going on? Well, we do have a bit of a contest going on, so if you are participating in this contest as a Morse code operator, good luck to you. I was too dang tired. We stayed out pretty late last night going to a retirement party for a friend of ours who is retired after a lot of years of being a police officer, and we're glad he did that all safely and is going to enjoy his retirement now. So, yeah, dug it out. There's a lot of activity going on in the bands right here. Very, very impressive. So, yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. You guys can tell me in the chat what you've all been up to. But that's not why you came. You came to look at some shacks. So let me sync all that up right now here and show you our beautiful Discord. Yeah, here's our Discord. Now, again, hashtag Shacks. This is the chat that we're in right now, right here, this guy. And what this, it's basically just all your guys' shack photos. But I made a post at some point. Where the heck is it? Yeah. I'm roasting shacks here tomorrow. And boy, howdy, did everybody come out in a big way. A lot of pictures were posted. So we're going to have to dive right into this immediately. I am watching the chat with my new chat monitor that I set up. So I'll be able to follow along with you guys pretty easily. But let's just jump into this. And first one, amazing use of white space here, folks. Amazing use of white space. Definitely like that part of the radio equipment is just cut off by the picture. We really appreciated that right out of the get-go. Complete barren wall. Maybe the idea is that they're going to completely cover the wall with their QSL cards as they get them. But that's a hot bagger of a start right there. Looks like we're looking at a 7300 with a Anytone mobile radio next to it and a good little supply of HTs there. All looks like of Chinese manufacture. So good. Also, the Gillette Stadium just cracks me up. Do you think that's his desktop? No, he's watching the game live stream. That was from Mike, KC1 SMX. Pretty good one. Connor coming out. Our friend Connor, contesting Connor. This is actually them. It looks like at a contesting station. So I can't tell you exactly what all the equipment is, but it looks like they got how many ops? At least 4 ops going, and I see a couple of amplifiers in there. I see an Elecraft next to the person with the tropical short. The tropical short. Yeah, there's an Elecraft. It looks like K3. Yeah. And there's another one to the left, too. Yeah. All right. This one was a cool one. So, guys, have you ever. Oh, wait, let me go back. So, that was Connor. W7WEK posts his shack. Now, this is obviously like a Go Box type thing, right? Looks like he's got a computer in there, and there's a screen attached, and he's got an Epic Power Gate. That's the thing that's to the right of the screen, just below it. That is a very handy device if you're going to solar charge, or you're going to run off of battery, or whatever. And you can go straight in with that, which is pretty cool. So you can just plug your solar panel directly into it. Now, yes, there is a bit of roasting to do here. Cable management is a little hot. That could be done a little bit better. I appreciate you're going to have things plugging in and out of your little power pole switch plug that's right there underneath the monitor as well. Also, do you get the feeling that like he built this maybe a little while ago and it's just kind of been used in this configuration, like sitting on the table, and it's now become like a shelf? That it's now become the landing craft for obviously a microfiber towel. There's probably some loose ends that have been thrown in there, and apparently an anime lady box, which I don't know what that is. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, that's what it looks like, because it's been sitting there for a little while. Looks good when the lid is closed. That's right. No, but it looks very effective. You can get a lot done there. So I'm here now, Josh. You can start. Thank you, Spider. Appreciate it. And what do we always say? The most permanent fix is a temporary fix. That's right. When you do something, temp fix, guys, temp fix. And all of a sudden, that's forever. Oh, interesting question, though. What is actually going on over here on the right-hand side? Are those like 3D print, like when you do a 3D print, your printer will often put like out a line of material? Is that what that is? Is that all sprues? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's brims, infill material, and the little lines. That is a lot. There's a lot to hang on to. I'm offended we've seen no operations with the first order harmonic beer. Sacrificial 3D print tailings. It is. It does have potential. Yeah, I could see. So okay, thoughts. How do we improve upon this? Maybe. It looks like most of the stuff that's in the bottom is underneath, like you got a little bit of space that you could build some kind of a board or something like that to go over the top of it. And yeah, you'd have to make a little cutout for the radio, or perhaps put the radio. No, you probably can't do that because you're going to hit the Epic Power Gate. You'd have to think about that one. But yeah, you could add like an acrylic top, or I would probably use like what they would make subwoofer boxes out of, like that material, wood with the kind of fabric-y top. That would be the way to go. That'd be the way to go there. All right, Connor with a follow-on. Do not use pot. That's right, kids. Stay in school. Don't use pot. Of course, what they're talking about is the potentiometer for the rotor control. That is a Green Heron rotor control. I actually just bought one of these, and I've had a devil of a time getting it set up correctly. It mostly works. We're mostly there, but I don't know. This is actually, I can demonstrate why this thing is kind of wacky right on this picture. Why is there two sets of cardinal degree bearings? I appreciate that you can set it up to be one or the other. The problem is it's entirely it's not easy to do. It's not intuitive on how you get it set to either cardinal bearing 0 is like north position, kind of like that vertical spot, and not it be 180. It's very weird. I tried changing the offsets on that thing, and it's a lot. Hey, Corpse Lot's in the house. I'm upset at the distinct lack of bow fan. Well, we're only just getting started, man. You don't even know how many images we got here. We do have a video, though, so let's see if we can... Oh, what did we just do here? Did I just screw up the whole... Oh, no, you guys are seeing it. Okay. No sound. Let's start that over again. I'll go full screen. That's a floppy boy up there, man. Whoa. Looks like it's guide about halfway, a little bit halfway up the mast. Is that a DX Commander? Whoa, man! That's pretty good. That was from 619 Oda. and it looks like another little waterproof box. This is an interesting one. I really like this one. It's kind of hard to see because the picture's a little bit guide by power lines. Yeah, that's right. That's right indeed. Yeah, don't um don't put your vertical antenna so high or so close to power lines that it could like slap the side of a power line. That would be bad. That'd be bad for your health. So my curiosity here is actually what these organizers are. It looks like it's another Anytone mobile radio, and just above that, it might be hard to see, is a Yaesu FT5 DR. At least that's what it looks like to me. But what are these organization bins? I really like them. I'd like to know more. Desire to know more. Somebody else is building, and that was from Ken Frank, that one guy. And Eka is also building out a Go box. So these Go boxes like this, where you got the monitor and the lid, I feel like you can kind of have to do them one way, otherwise they get kind of like messy looking, right? They start to look a little bit like we saw in the other one, because you just kind of throw everything into it and you're like, okay, it works, it functionally works, but it's like a little bit, it makes it look like you didn't spend a lot of time on it. I guess that's the way to look at it, but of course that's not true. We know that. Cheeto Bandito VA6 ATC apparently lost his whole shack to a hot night of FT8 and an unmatched antenna, it seems like. No eat, no sleep. KJ5 GLZ with a pretty cool shack, guys. This is a pretty cool one. So shout out to the fact that he's hung his tower for his computer on the wall. That's what's above those monitors there. He has suspended that guy in the air, and now we have officially a trifecta of Baofangs on the right-hand side. So looks like he's running Mac, or is that no? That's a PC. Pretty nice though that he has I'm actually quite jealous of. He has a Elgato Stream Deck, but it's the one with all the buttons. I think I only have 15 buttons on mine. That's the one I actually want. Is the one with a ton of buttons. I need to go find one of those. I don't know if they started manufacturing those again, but for a while they took them off the market and you could only get them used, and so they were like through the roof. But there's your Baofangs. They're in there, Corp. So you can rest assured. Very monitors are lame. Okay, I happen to like very monitors. This is a very monitor one. Also, okay, there's some unpacking to do here. I don't know how the shack aspect of this works out. We obviously have a Star Wars fan, obviously a little bit tilting towards the dark side. What's interesting, though, is this man's is completely out of pocket with his surveillance setup. He's got 9 cameras all pointed out, and it looks like one of them's in like an office or something like that. And he's got the control. I know what the radio is. It's on the left-hand side. It's that dispatch unit. But look at all the cameras he's got set up. That's crazy. Hey, he meant vert monitors, not very monitors. I love vert monitors. My chat window is on a vert monitor, and that's the only way to do chat effectively. Also, big fan of mechanical keyboards here. 2 keyboards, 3 mice. So there you go. Hopefully you have some kind of KVM switch or something like that. Not a lot of radio in this one, but I like the picture from. Hey, let's see. That was Jackal. Okay, Jackal. You got a Jackal? Is it a Jackal? KA4JKL. Mary Bin has got a lot going on in their shack as well. So I can't determine. Okay, wait. I think we have a 7300, a 9700 in the middle, perhaps, and then maybe another 7300. And then there's a Yaesu 991 next to that. And then what looks like the time panel from the DeLorean from Back to the Future. And then a lot of odds and ends. This is obviously, we've talked about this in other shack roasting videos. We've got a lot of used space. This is a multi-use ham space, right? And what do we know about ham radio? You need a lot of surfaces, actually, to be kind of effective in it. You need like a technician space, a workbench, if you will, where you're going to make things, build things, repair things, and then you kind of need an operating space. And you will often be gear changing from operator space to maker space back and forth, and it starts to kind of look like this, where you have a little bit of everything around. and it starts to look a little bit cluttered. That's how my shack is. Except I do have the advantage of kind of having one side of the desk area that is the operating space, also the live stream space, and then next to that is where the overhead camera is, and that's more the technician space. But even in my home shack, right? What have we got? We've got tons of, clutter that starts to build up, right? As more and more things gets piled up. That's just the way it kind of goes. But Mary's got a good picture there, and I'm trying. Are those all? What are those BECUs devices? Those three white boxes on the left. Are they amps? I don't think they're amps. Maybe they are. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, obviously a very functional space. Very functional space. So thank you, Mary, for that. Mary Ben. All right. Here we go. This is a FTDX10. So look, this is making it work, guys, right? Make it work. Good radio, decent computer, Yaesu mobile on top, so you've got your HF covered with one radio. You got your VHF, UHF on top of it. I think that's an FTM 200 or FTM 300. And then you have a laptop to make it all go in what looks like a little kid's desk. But hey, if that's the space you got, then that's what you got to do. And it looks like they're making a go at it. I don't know where the coaxial is going, though. I'm trying to trace that out. And then, of course, the pink gamer headset. So, love it. You got, everything you need. Who said that? Chris Bricker. Everything you need right there. Radio making requires a whole table of its own. I agree. I'm reading the chat here. There is an FTDX in Mary's shack also. Okay, so hold on. Let's go look at that real fast. Maybe that's what it is. It's not a 991. That's a FTDX 10. So right on. Very cool. Interesting. A Dodge Neon sighting. Holy smokes. The next one here, Dodge Neon with an ATOS 120 antenna. So that's their shack. It looks like just the ATOS. So maybe they're running a 857, a Yaesu 857, so they can do 2 meters as well. I don't know if they're camping in front of their car. Maybe they spent all their money on HF and now they have to camp in front of their car. That's what that tent is there. But it looks like, dude, Dodge Neon. I haven't seen a clean Dodge Neon in years now. So not a witch doctor's rolling around in the last Dodge Neon of ever. Got a broke shack. This is the N9 TAX antenna to a Baofeng UV5R with an extendo battery. And obviously this guy is he's got some networking experience, because there is a lot of money in the bookshelf behind that person there for sure. A lot of money sunk in training there. That's from 8-Bit Turnip. Good one. Here we go. So a line of Drake radios here. So some old school radio stuff here. These are Drake R4A and TR4 and R4A. So receivers and transmitters, right? This is the hallowed era where you had a separate receiver in a box and a transmitter in a box, and you'd use a keying relay, like when you keyed up that lollipop mic, and it would switch it turned the receiver off, right? Because you don't want to blow up your receiver when you're operating radio. That's pretty cool. That's a nice little setup. And there it is. Wait, we got our first one. A foldable plastic table. The most used table in all of ham radio shackdom. The folding Walmart table is made. I think this is the first one we've seen tonight. That's a wild shack to have on a folding plastic table. That's a cool radio. You might want to go find like a yard sale where they've got like an old, wood table, and maybe swap it out. Maybe you can get one that is dimensionally appropriate for the space there as well. It looks like maybe I'm not seeing it right, but it looks like the table's actually jutting out into a hallway potentially. I don't think I may be visually seeing this correctly. That's just a temporary table, of course. And what did we say about temporary solutions, Ted? That's right. I have the $45 Costco special. That's right. That's from Jake, KQ4STE. Those radios deserve better than your $45 Costco special. So here we go. Another multi-purpose kind of more of an operator space. But yeah, you've got definitely a Yaesu guy here. Looks like they've got That is an FTDX10. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a 710 field. Yeah, because you can see the AESS speaker right next to it. And then he's got an FT70 handheld and what looks like an FTM 200 or 300. It looks like a 200. Kind of tough. I can't really tell the difference between the 200 and the 300 just from looking at it. Let's see what else. Interesting. So it looks like he's permanently affixed the VHF head to the table where it's at, and then look just to the left. That's where the VHF UHF mic is. Looks like he's got the Yaesu microphone for HF. You can see that on the left of the keyboard as well. And it looks like it's a space he's limited, but he's got everything right there. Are those ammo boxes underneath the table? No, they look like batteries. They look like old backup batteries from like a uninterrupted power supply. Oh, some clean. Look at these clean lines, guys. Wow, that's pretty cool. Really clean desk, something I will never have. Nice looking Kenwood. Nice little lamp setup, although I'm not a big fan of over-the-top of monitor lamps. I think it's Wow, here's the whole shot. Respect. Yeah, lots of monitor glare there. Lots of monitor glare. All the monitor glare. But he needs the lamp likely to run the Kenwood, right? Because it's not backlit. The buttons are not backlit. And so if it's dark, which he looks like he probably does roll in the darkness a bit here in this setup, but this is real clean. Again, lots of white space. Thanks for the rule of thirds for your image. We definitely want the focus of the eye when they look at the photo to go right into the vast emptiness of the white wall, right? The whole spiral thing. Yeah. Without a lamp, it's unusable. I mean, that's nice. Yeah. So the monitor on the left is there for aesthetics because it's all glared to hell. He only really uses the two on the right, and then obviously the lamp is for the radio. Very clean, very very clean. That is from Riserth, KE8SUI. So appreciate him for sending in an image as well. Hey everybody, we will be doing the Discord after chat, and it's going to be your questions answered. So if you're new to amateur radio, you get first priority in any questions you have. If you're coming up to speed and want to get started, well, probably one of the best ways to do that is follow us to the after chat. We'll end this live stream and we'll go over there. There'll be another live stream that I will post on YouTube here, but we will be talking on Discord, so you can text chat us or you can talk as well. All right, here we go from Jason, KE8WSI. Now we've got a lot to unpack, right? Dude's got either beer or tea going. Very good. He has our Discord. No, my channel posted there, so he's got style points already. Got a wood table that this is all mounted to, his two monitors. Two different monitors, mind you. One is curved, the other's flat. Very good. Computer, Xbox controller. So here's his kind of... So interesting. He has to turn around to operate radio. And perhaps there's a USB cable that will link the computer to the radio. But so when he's making contacts, he has to turn around in his chair, and you can see the microphones right there for a Yaesu 710. So wow, a lot of Yaesus in this video for sure. And he's got an Anytone, looks like a TID radio, and a Baofeng up there on top, and a decent amount. Looks like a couple of hotspots as well. One hotspot looks active. Actually, that's a Raspberry Pi. And it may have a hat on it or something like that just above his radio shelf. But I like kind of the having the little space in the corner for the radio stuff. I don't really love that you have to jump back and forth to operate it, but perhaps you just don't do a lot of single sideband. Maybe it's a lot of digital, right? So not a big deal. He's got so a nice little kind of form-fitting corner shelf system and lots of bags below that. Look at all his little bags. Looks like he's got a battery. Yeah, he's got a battery below that on that second shelf. And then there at the bottom looks like the power supply. Pretty good. Giant choke. Yes. There's our first giant choke just above the radio. See that hanging out right there? That's funny. There it is. Mousepad is off the table a bit. OCD triggered. Yeah, and so let's take a little bit closer views on these. We got some more pictures. So there's a close up of the radio operating area. Oh, he's got it. Wait, was that a TYT? Yeah, TYT VHF UHF radio as well. Oh, he's got a Cisco phone there, so maybe he does a little ham clock or ham phone or whatever that is. And he has what is that PC on the left? Or is that just a power brick? I think that's a power brick. Yeah. And a Raspberry Pi just sitting up there like that. Maybe that's just to give it some space. And a Meshtastic. Oh, you know what's nice? Look at the little hooks with the cables for the radios. That's smart. Yeah. Power brick. Okay. Very good. That's from Jason, KE8WSI. All right, Jim D, N8JRD. Hey, now. Pretty slick and clean. Look at this. This is pretty good. So we've got a 9700 on the right, a Yaesu FTDX. No, is that a one? No, that has to be an FTDX10 size wise. It would be way bigger if it was a 101. Screen to the left, and that's a cool looking screen actually. So you know that the Yaesu and the ICOM radios that have the DVI port out, they don't put out very high resolution. So giving them like a big screen, like this really nice kind of wraparound one he's got to the right, would be a total waste. So it's that's actually kind of a cool idea. I think that's just like a convenience TV, like a kitchen TV or something like that. It looks like it says, is that an O? I can't read the branding on it, but and then next to that looks like a 710 Field. And yeah, Rig Expert is next to that as well. And then there's handhelds behind the Yaesu on the left. Looks like a SDR, the UBit, BitX. No. USDR, I think. It's not the true SDX. It's the other. It's one of the clones behind it. And then a number of handhelds. Pretty good. And then all the way to the right, a fantastic radio, the FTM 400. Very good VHF, UHF radio. A great radio for, look at that. It's just perfect on the desk there. That's great. Love it. Good stuff. Holy! Everybody's OCD is exploding right now. There is so much to unpack. Obviously, we got a bit. Is this a Motorola guy or a Kenwood guy? I think, yeah, those are Motos. So, a Motorola charging station is on top. Dude, actually, that's a lot of Motorola's. That's some expensive radios up there. He's got a couple of Apexes. Dude, this is like a lot of money in Motorola's. That is a lot. I see 2 on the desk. 3 on the desk. Yo. Like, it is insane the amount of money in radios he has, and then everything else going on in this picture. This is a lot, dude. Obviously, I haven't mentioned the biggest issue is look at the amount of wires just on the ground. Like, you will be putting your feet in that. Is anybody's skin crawling just thinking about putting your feet in your own wires? That is crazy. That is crazy. Maybe it was an accident. I call it CTO. It's like OCD. Oh man, cushy amount of foot comfort there. That is a lot, man. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's also our first Mountain Dew making an appearance, which means I will now open up my can of Baja Blast that I've been sitting on my reload here. Oh yeah, Baja Blast. No longer have to go to Taco Bell for a Baja Blast. I want I want everybody to remember just how many radios that are really high dollar that are sitting on the table though. That is a lot of those are very expensive. Oh, and then of course the shelf on the top, which looks like at any moment while you're operating, something is going to come flying off that shelf and beat you in the head. There's nothing stably sitting on that shelf. Everything is canted. Oh, and of course, wrong-sized monitors. The one on the left is slightly smaller than the one on the right. Top points. Yeah, this guy is FBI, 100%. No, I don't think it's. I don't think it is, but it's definitely. Yeah, it's a coin pusher shelf, but instead of coins, it's just loose gear. Oh, that's crazy, man. I can't even tell you what the radios are on the right-hand side. It looks like a Kenwood VHF, UHF on top, and the case on this is what's throwing me off. It's probably another Kenwood. That's probably your HF radio on the right. I got so distracted by the. I got so distracted by everything else going on. Excellent. Oh, who was that from? Thank you. Question mark PHP. Yep. A real human there. This is from Frank. This is YouTube's Frank here. Let's see what he's got set up. So I know that Frank's a Motorola guy. So I did expect some of that equipment here, and I think I'm not surprised by what I'm seeing. So left-hand side, he's got kind of a Go box set up. I think the things on the top are Motorola gear, and looks like 6 or so mobiles. And so if you're not familiar, a lot of the mobile radios will have, or Motorola, they'll be like mono banded. And so you have to usually get like a couple of them to get like everything you want. They, I think they have dual banders, but mainly a lot of mono band. There is a zoomed in version. Okay, cool. We'll check that out in a second. Yes, and it looks like he's a rail fan. So he's watching a train live stream of a security camera or something along those lines. And there's actually trains there on the top shelf behind the monitors. Speaking of monitors, a little bit of vertically different radios or monitors as well. So let's see what other images we got here. So, okay. Oh, wow. It's actually 8. Yeah, he's got 8 radios, and most of them look like... Oh, no, he's got some Kenwoods in there, but a couple of Motorola's and Kenwoods. Now, the top boxes, I don't know what's above the... I don't know what those gray boxes are, so those are all new to me. Not sure what that is. And that tape, is that like a printer tape? Is that like some kind of messages that get printed out? That's crazy. They're all 24-inch monitors, just at different elevations. I don't know what a consolette is. You'll have to tell me. Yeah, he'll explain in the after chat. Okay, next. Oh, wait. So you didn't... Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know what the radio is behind the water bottle. I'm guessing that's some kind of a electrolyte drink. Looks like a Yaesu, but it's 710, I'm guessing. 710. Oh, boy. So that's Frank. All right, George, here we go. KB2FOX. What does the fox say? This is like a garage shack or perhaps an attic shack, because you can see kind of the roof canting in. He's got a custom bracket that he has a Yaesu VHF radio. Got a Kenwood of some kind, a G90, a Retevis radio, a Baofeng, and then everything else is a mishmash of all kinds of stuff. So obviously this is a working space because we've got a Vice there, a bunch of CB radios, a couple of rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. It's a worker space. Also a space that he's got some... I like the magnet holding the drill bits right by his head. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Don's watching this for some great ideas in setting up his new shed, which is he's turning into a shack for his radio stuff. The drill bits are a nice touch. I agree. Yeah, very good. Is there another one for this? Let's see. Oh, yes, he's got a couple. So now we have... okay, so he's got an ATU 100. A lot of vintagey wood hardware here. Probably some stuff that came with the house. Some tools, good. And some CB gear. There's your lollipop mic for CB. Yep. Okay. Very good. Thank you, George. Nice clean one from Beef Carver. You got a Wushun radio, a Quansheng radio, and an FT5 DR sitting on top of a speaker with a hotspot. Very clean. Thank you from Beef Carver. Hey. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay. So let me go back here. Who's this from? KB4D. Nice operating station, right? So here's what we're talking about. You sit down in front of this and you're operating the radios, right? That's the whole point of this. You're not working on the radios, you're operating the radios. So he's got kind of a, I would say, like mass-produced console desk. These are kind of good in some cases where the cubby holes are properly sized for the stuff you're going to put in there. And this is a good case of that, right? So he's got an is that an amplifier? I don't know if that's an amplifier. Oh no, it's a roller inductor tuner. So that's a big antenna tuner. That'll tune up just about anything. And then next to that looks like a 991 Alpha from Yaesu. Above that, he's got a VHF radio, a couple of nice little computer like monitors. Very clean operator station. The wild table on the left, that's just a hunk of wood with the ATOS sitting on it, is also a nice touch. Doesn't really go with the console desk, but I like the look of it. And that's a subwoofer on the bottom and a tackle box. Okay. A lot of Yaesu operators. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. All right. Another, wow. Wait, I don't understand. So you have a keyboard, but there's no monitor. What am I looking at? There's so much kind of vintagey gear here. These all look like they got some scanners on top. There's an IBM desktop. I don't know, so right in front of the IBM keyboard is two units. I don't know what they are. I don't know what those are. It's a Harris Consulette. Okay. Now we're hearing Consulette again. Could be a blind operator. Could be. Could be. Could be a blind operator. Possible. Or maybe this is just the dispatch area because you've got that dispatch board on the left. That's from Jackal's back. Hey. So Quansheng radio with a mag mount on what I'm hoping is a magnetic table, but it could be ceramic. Maybe there's enough metal beneath those, beneath the tiles there that would stick to it. So that is from CE. Adam AA1N. My gosh, I have to talk about this. Okay. So growing up as a kid, my dad had one of these. It's not a table, it's a work stand. Those little handles, those little orange knobs, they're to split the jaws open on that, so you could put a piece of wood in there and then crank it down and hold it. And then just above those little knobs are these little wedge type devices that go through holes, and you could put wood, like a piece of wood on between those two wedges and squeeze it together, so it was a way to hold the wood in. You've turned Workmate. That's what it was called, a Workmate. Black & Decker. That's right. You've made that into a table. I can't tell what kind of radio that is, though. It's a little blurry. Grayman Poda, go to the Shacks chat in Discord. Shacks. Hashtag Shacks. What do we got? Oh my God, we're 40 minutes in already. It's crazy how fast these hours go. Okay, Adam, for the sake of time, you got a dipole in there. Looks good. Slight improvement. Okay, hold on. Oh, Adam has another picture. Little hand-built table's pretty good. Looks like an ICOM, older ICOM with a power supply there. And I don't know what's sitting on top of that, but yeah, there you go, bud. That is an improvement. And that's a proper operating space. That's just operating, not digital. No digital here. He's logging by hand. There's not even a computer there. Got an old soul. This is from Debug. Oh, Debug's got the whole console. Holy smokes. I don't know if this is his work vehicle, but I can see Dodge, and he's got a one of those controller lights on the A-pillar. So he might be some kind of a first responder or something along those lines. Oh, this is a wild one. Adam, AA1N's back. So, okay. Vertical monitor. That's like what you look at directly, and there you can see the Hammer Radio Crash Course Discord. Then you got like ham clock running on the right, and that looks like Raspberry Pi. And you got an iPad below that, and the ICOM radio and an ICOM 7300. So there you go on your hand-built table. So there's I see his slight improvement. Very good. Joey Joe. Yeah, trackballs are actually pretty good if you get used to them. Joey Joe's got a nice little built-up shelving system for a 7300. Power supply below that. Some kind of a DC power breakout box. I believe the radio on the left is a Yaesu VHF radio, I think. And a 2730, good radio next to the ICOM 7300. An Anytone and a Baofeng and a power meter, the SX1000. So there you go. That's pretty good. All right. Omni's got a couple of pictures. So let's see. Oh, hey, here you go. So a Dell Toughbook with a 705 in a shroud or a metal case, the POV case. Got a turnstile antenna. That's the thing on the left there for receiving satellites or NOAA along those lines. So it looks like a portable operator. And a couple of HTs next to that and a power supply. You're using the space. I think you got an Flex Radio SDR1000 is hiding just below the Dell. You can see it there. Another good use of space. Got some storage. That looks like, I know exactly what I'm looking at, actually. So the two drawers. Okay, so let's focus on the two on the right. So it's a little wooden box with two drawers. And then on the left, he's got a dial, and he's got writing on it. I don't know what that does. But behind that, there's like a little bump, a wooden bump. That's like a desk shelf. And he's got his 705 on that to get it above the Dell. That's that's pretty useful that way. There we go. It's an antenna switch. Very cool. Nicely done. Little 3D printed bins for a power meter and coax adapters. And you got a power meter as well, the AV400, a tuner, and a micro PA50 for the 705. Right on. I don't know what that is. What am I looking at? You're showing me, but I don't know. So I'll have to wait to hear more about that. That's from Omni again. So Paul, VKVOL. Hey, he's outdoor portable. So this is a Weekend Warrior. He's got, it looks like some Explorer cases from Gigaparts, a Rig Expert stick, his 705, an ICOM ID50, and yeah, nice little setup. Older Mac. Oh no, I guess not too old. But yeah, running FT8 there. Right on. Into a Buddy Stick Pro. Very good. That's your portable when I can find time for radio setup. Good job making it work. We know who this is. This is from Pete. Who wants to be jealous of a vehicle, guys? Here is your opportunity to lust after Pete's Jeep. He is on Instagram, and you can check him out over there for more pictures. But yeah, that's a Maestro that he's running in his Jeep. with a hardened Dell laptop, an FTM 500. Looks like a scanner next to that. I think next to the Maestro is an antenna control. It's like an Ameritron antenna control, a power supply, and then to the left is another. It looks like a VHF mobile radio. So he's got a lot going on here. No passengers are getting in this bad boy. I'm just kidding. They could probably get in. Got your solar panel set up there. Here's the back. Got a couple of things going on. That's the charger. On top of the box is the charger brick from Bio-Eno. That's probably a battery box that you're seeing next to it. Notice the color differences in the power poles are likely to denote input and output. Oh, he's got red lights too. Jeez. Yeah, the button on the wheel is for PTT. You can see there's a PTT. It says PTT on the side. Pete, killing it. What do we got? Oh, Omni. This is a camp setup. Look at that. He's got a Go box with the 705 in it running off of a loop, and the loop is in the tent with him. Look at that. It's an interesting tent, too. It's like an old A-frame tent. Cool. EMF IT2R is got a computer with a power supply on top of that, and then what looks like a scanner and a Dell monitor. Scanner. Lots of scanning I see here. So it's kind of a scanning spot. And then to the upper left is a VHF. Okay. This is making some space work. It's a little packed, but I think you're making a go at it. What do we got here? J-pole. Hand-built copper J-pole. Good for you. K9PZ has got a Pooty Kig key with a Yaesu 818. That is like a crystal radio. This is a hand-built crystal radio, I think. No, this is an antenna. Let's see if he's got. Is that cardboard? That's like a That is the same plastic material that they make like political party signs on it. And is that an L match? No, he's got a coil. That's a radio? Is it a crystal radio? Tuner. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, tuner. Yeah. I'm reading the chat here. Manual tuner? Yeah. It's a lot of wire in that coil, though. How do you pick the spot to tap off on? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, here's a bit of what looks like his making space. So this is just a solder station, right? And he's got a little laptop there to help him out if he needs to pull up the instruction or whatnot. Not a very big space. Probably needs a little bit more space, but not bad. Couple of loops. It looks like that he made. Like that. And then he's got another space to throw his junk on. So that's also an important factor of amateur radio. You got to make sure that you got a space to jump all your junk. So very good. I was from K9PZ. Thank you. Okay, pretty clean. This is Pablo VA3 HDL. Okay, so you've got a Yaesu 991, and then you got power supply. It looks behind it with a power meter. Good to have. Nicely done there. And then a set of, he's got an 857 at the top above the middle monitor. Ham clock is on the top monitor. And then a number of other monitors as well. And he's also got, you know what? I can't remember what that's called, but it's that info panel thing that we talked about on one of the live streams. Look at all the information he's showing. I think they talked about this on Ham Nation. The rightmost monitor. So those are all different like pieces of information from websites or whatever that you can display, including like a traffic cam or some kind of a webcam that he's got going. That's pretty cool. And he's on Mac OS, although I don't see the computer anywhere. Right? Yeah. Looks like Mac OS. Good. Custom HTML page. Yeah. Looks like it. Ham dashboard. Is that what it was called? Yeah, I think so. Ham dashboard. Yep, everybody's there. You go. You want some ham dashboard in your life. All right, 7300. Nothing turned on for the picture of your shack, and no ambient lighting. What to speak of? To speak of for taking a picture. So we've just got dead boxes here. But it looks on a Meritron. Looks like an 811H with a power supply above that. I think that's a 40 amp power supply. Those are big. And I think the box next to that and under the monitor on the right-hand side is a tuner? Or is that an amp? You got 2 amps, bro? Or no, it is. It would be an amp with 2 controls like that and 2 screens. The light lies. He's an extra, not a photographer. Massive breaker panel. Indeed. An Icom 7300 and then a monitor stand for 2 mismatched monitors in true ham fashion. That was Crinkle N9 FZ. FZ? Hey, all right, a portable guy. Okay, so what do we got here? You got an ATOS 120 on the top of a truck. Interesting. So that's probably on a mag mount because I can see the coax going up. Bright radio. I don't even know how you made your radio that bright. What radio is that? Looks like a Yaesu. Is that a FTDX 10 given the size of the screen? How did you get your screen that bright? Holy crap. And you got a computer running FT8 or WSJTX. Nicely done. Who's that from? Red Baron. Oh, he's got a couple other for us so we can. Yeah, FTDX 10. Poda Man. And there's a DX Commander. First showing of the DX Commander. Excellent. Nicely done. Oh, so you also do logging with an iPad as well. So right on. Good on you. Hunter. It's like the EOS that soon EOS. This is W8YY, it says on the door. The Soon Ham Fest or the Soon Ham Club any day. Looks like it's mostly all there. KE8VST. Okay. Kyle, KN6SDP. Look at the RGB computer. You really got to wedge yourself into that spot. Is that a printer down at the bottom? How do you even get, like, does your chair have enough ability to slide in there? Because your keyboard's pretty. This is dimensionally. This is tough for me because we don't. We're pretty far back too. That looks like a hand painted wall in the background as well. With another monitor, looks to be live streaming something. Discord running. Couple of radios. Looks like perhaps a Yaesu. Okay, it's so hard to see. It's a kneeling desk. Is it? Hey, all right, we got a Rover. So this is on the top of his vehicle. This is from N5RET. EV Mobile Shack. Nice. Let's see. That's pretty slick. Oh, here's the back. Let me see. Oh, so he's got like a shelving system that he put in the vehicle, and that holds all the radios. That's pretty slick. Mary Bin. That's another picture. I think we already got that. Doesn't look like any changes there. Simply Tech KF8 CRX. A console. Vehicle console with some Motorola radios. Somebody will have to help me. Is this an iPad on the Yeah, it looks like an iPad, but what app is he running? I don't know. You have to tell me. Mary Bit antenna stacks. Got oh, hey. Look at those. Look at that. Holy smokes. Those pointy and the jagged antennas, those are 33 sems? Yeah, 33 centimeter, 902 megahertz, 1.25 meters, 23 centimeters, 25 dB of gain, and 6 meter on the bottom. Holy smokes. Sheesh. That is EME on the bottom. Looks like. A glow gibbon. Got the moto action. I don't even know what the one on the right is. What the heck is that thing? God, that's got to be expensive. These radios are so expensive. Ham radio guy W0MET. Look at that. Not a dang thing you can complain about that. That's a really nice setup too. Look at that. So super clean. He's got, starting at the bottom right, he's got just a simple HP workstation. Don't need a lot. Next to that looks like an RSP1A SDR. FTDX10, thank you for putting a label on it. Right next to that, under a cover, a Daiwa meter, very good meter. Flex radio with a screen. Just clean. M model flex. Yeah, that's also pretty rare. That's super clean. Respect, dude. That's good. I like all that. Very good. Motorola's on the back of a car. That's a thing you see on the back of a seat. Holy smokes, guys. How many images did we send? I guess we're just going to go for a little while. Oh, my goodness. This is somebody's actual shack. A lot of Motorola radios, it looks like. I can't tell. It's too far away. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this is an EOS. Or this is an ops center of some kind. Weather station? Yeah. Simply Tech from KF8CRX, the shack I want. The Bat Cave, they call it. So this is Aaron's. Oh, this is interesting. I thought this was two... Excuse me. I thought this was two pictures. But no. This is a kitchen? Is this a kitchen? Because you can't really sit underneath the desk area where the computer is. Also, the monitor kind of gets blocked by the edges of the corners of the cupboards. But then on the left-hand side, there's a little hidden cupboard that has Yaesu FTDX10 in it. Power meters, and looks like a VHF radio. Huh. Yeah, seriously. Oh, my gosh. I sometimes forget how big the Discord is, but my gosh, you guys came out crazy. Fire up the amp to cook breakfast. Oh, Aaron says it's a basement. Okay, this is his. That dude won the battle for the kitchen. I love it. All right. Good, clean vehicle setup. An FT6000 from Yaesu. I like those, just freestanding poles. I don't like how you have the rest of the radio configured, though. This is the temporary solution became permanent. The body of the radio is in between the passenger seat and the console. Slide that underneath the seat, man. Just throw it under there. Put the hook side of Velcro on it and just throw it in the bottom. The hook side will catch the carpet. You'll be fine. That's from KQ4QEU. David, I'm trying. I'm trying to get there, buddy. We got a lot here. I don't want to short shift any of these, though. Okay. Sir, where is your radio? Let's see. What am I looking at? James, it's W7EY. Looks like they're running a flex. That's why. So the flex radio is on the side there. So Okay, Flex Radio, got Heil mic stand. Nice little light up sign there. Look at the background. You just know that guy has a low noise floor. Look out the window, guys. You can just tell. This guy is literally living in low noise floor land. All right. That's a good one. This is from N4ML. Is that who's the guys on the right? I don't know who the mismatched monitors again. I don't know I think they're just vertically misaligned. That is a 7300 it looks like with some kind of an audio control next to it, mixer, running N1mm. Is that N1mm? Some kind of FT8 client. Like it, clean. Oh boy, KF0HWV has a whole paragraph he's got to write here, but we're just going to look at the images. Some decent, looks like scanners, couple of scanners set up on the left-hand side. Is that the Jankopotamus? I think it is, in the middle. First Jankopotamus we've seen. I guess you guys have abandoned the Jankopotamus lifestyle for better options, greener pastures. I understand. Some older radios. I'm not sure what these are. Are these Kenwoods? I can't. Everything's so blurry. Why are these images so blurry? You Android user. Look at this thing. What? What? What a legend. What a legend that battery is. He was taking his pictures with the crap top. He's using the camera on the Jankopotamus. Vice scripts too. Oh, he had more. Hold on, Jesus. Some kind of. Why is everything so blurry? My guy. That's better. Much better. Much better. Mag mount antenna again. Man with no noise floor. And there's his VHF, UHF antennas. Great. It's okay to repost an image in the correct alignment. Oh. Nice. And his RAM got a couple of antennas going. Holy smokes, that's funny. Who's that from again? That was from Rocky Mountain Prep. What's up, dude? Andrew, KD2ZUX. Simple, clean, effective. Got a nice SDS200 scanner with a speaker. Looks like, hey, look at, he's labeled it too. The speaker has a label that says scanner, and the 2-meter radio next to it has a speaker that says scanner. Simple desk setup with a 7300 there, right underneath. Power supply is to the lower left. Very clean. Good. I like it. That's from Andrew again. Snow cones. I think we've seen snow cones' setup before. 710 field. Lollipop microphone. I'm surprised at the amount of lollipop microphones I've seen in this video, and I don't know if he's connected it to the 710 or not. A lot of wires though going on, and apparently he just likes to have the foot switch next to his keyboard so he can just go, I'll transmit now, and just throws his fist down on top of it. Go radio. You got some. Oh, I think that's a roller tuner next on the right hand side underneath the monitor. And then what kind of amp is that you got on the right hand side? I don't think that's an Ameritron. Rotor tuner, so he's got some kind of beam or rotor control. That's what that circle thing with the cardinal headings is. Mercury 3. There you go. Either you were going to tell me or Don was going to tell me. Good amp. Dad amp, though. All right. Snow cones, good setup. Ladislav, OK1 LAD. Hey, this is pretty clean. Okay, so some kind of an SDR control or just interface software, because I'm seeing an FT450. Is that an FT450? Yaesu no longer produces that. It's the radio on the right-hand side. I think that's what we're looking at. So they've got some kind of computer control here for that radio. That's pretty slick. The clip is a little weird. Look below, right-hand side of the table. He's got like a clip that I think the head unit mounts to, and then there's like a little holder for the mic too. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's a like a little spring clip there. That's cool. And then a separate workstation with a pretty nicely squared away little setup. So he's got looks like a scanner and an Anytone potentially radio. Got a scope in there. Bench power supply next to that. Actually, two power supplies. I think that's an Alinco power supply just above it. And then some equipment I can't identify, but that's nice. See, you got an operator space, and then you got the technician space, and you got a ham clock on top. Very good. And well-organized parts. Look at the little, needs an ESD mat. I could see that. Paul. Absolutely. But look at the organization there on the right, and they all look to be tagged. Clean. Good. There's the whole shot. I like it. Nicely done. Yeah, okay. Antenna switch, LV vert VHF. So it's an antenna switch that was above it. There's the clip. Look at that. I see it. I like it. Double Hall Paul. Or sorry, who's that? Double Hall. Not Double Hall Paul. I made that up. Oh, interesting. So they have a 705 in the, what is it, LC91 backpack? Somebody will correct me. This is the Icon backpack. Looks like he's rocking a K6ARK key, potentially. But he has an AX1 antenna, and that's not really a resonant antenna, so I'm expecting he's got a tuner in there. But yeah, this is one of the cool things about this backpack is this plastic board that's up against the backpack is permanently kind of affixed there. And you can mount all kinds of stuff to it. I actually have a mobile antenna mount with an SO239 connector that's permanently connected to that backpack on that plastic side. So I can hook anything into it, and I can take a standard piece of coax to do it. It's actually really, really handy for that. I don't like all the storage options that are in the backpack because you really only have one water bottle pocket right here, and you end up putting like a mast in it, and then you're kind of like, no water today, kids. I like it. That's clean. All right, Down South Ham from KI5NMJ got a Go Box set up. Oh, this is very similar to my Go Box. In fact, it's almost identical to mine. This is a Soon Box in the sense that he needs switches, so he's got these written out little things he's got to break out to put switches in. He's got one switch in there. Got a Motorola radio to the left. A FTM, again, is that a 200 or a 300? I have a hard time differentiating between those two radios. And a 7300, that's pretty clean. And that's in a Gator case. Looks like a 6U, and that's a Apex 4500. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Dan. Oh, and there you go. He's in the chat, and that is a 300. Yeah. Dehydration adds 10 dB. That's right, Mike. And a little, oh, this is another Go Box. Oh, this is like a full kit for a KX3. So that's a KX3. Again, orientation of images is important here because I'm going to be doing one of these. So that's a pan adapter here on the right. I think this is the KPA 100 amplifier, probably a power supply. I could be wrong. And then the KX3, and then all the little accessories in this case. I would actually like to see this case closed. Do you have a picture of it closed? Bummer. Okay, I was curious how big that is. Antennas soon. This is what this picture is from James. Kevin, AD0IM. That is, I think this is our first 7610 we're seeing. So 7610 there, ICOM. You've got a kind of a roller inductor. I think it's a roller inductor tuner, but it's a pretty capable tuner to the right. Two CW key bugs. So dude is a bug nut. And 2730 from ICOM on the left. And this is an operating station, clean operating station. Dude's on Mac OS as well. Good stuff. Looks clean. Looks good. I like this. Uncle Scar. Yeah, okay. So this is KE8YMM. Did I say that right? MM? Yeah. Okay. So he's got a rack set up here. So on the left, he's got a bridge comm. So he's got a repeater, looks like. Then there's a network switch above that. I kind of dig in the idea of rack mounting a lot of our stuff and then just interfacing into the rack. I think that's a way cleaner way to set up a lot of this. But Yeah. Okay. So he's got a lot of radios. I don't even know how to go through all these. I need a close-up shot on most of these. I can't even tell. I know that I can see an SDS 200 on the right-hand side next to the laptop. I'm guessing next to that is an FT710 from Yaesu, and he's got a monitor devoted to that. But then on the left, there's a whole bunch of radios I can't discern because of the lighting. But that's pretty clean. Nicely done. I like the desk area, too. Yeah, no, I picked out on the Bridgecom repeater. I think that's what's in the rack. Oh, my God. Whose is this? D-Bub Poker. Let's just let's just macerate in this a second. Let's just all macerate in what's the vertical monitor. That thing's so big. There are so many things I have to say. The first, so funny to me. Why are there two of those lamps? Why are there two of those lamps? I really like the first one so much. It just didn't put out enough light. The solution, another lamp. Why not put the lamp on the other side or something right next to each other? They're just like, hi, I lamp today. We all love lamp. Oh, oh man, that I don't get. I don't get the lamps. And also just a ton of boxes. Like maybe an over attachment to boxes. I think you can just throw them away, bud. It's okay. A cigar smoker though, I can see that CAO there. Actually, that's all these boxes are cigar boxes. Just throw it away, man. Just chuck it. Just toss it out. Getting ready for Easter though. I see a little jelly bean Easter egg there. It's never too early to get ready for Easter, I guess. Uh, this is from the back rooms. This is dumb poker again. This is a different room. Wait, I have to go back. There's something I forgot to mention. Look at the chair in the background. Like, what's going on over there? Oh, man. I bet you, I honestly, like, true talk here, you could probably just cull half of this stuff easily. Like, I know we really want to keep that empty container of wafers here, but you know what? Just chuck it. Or take a lot of things, odds and ends in the desk, and make a little doom box. For those with ADHD, a doom box, and you put everything in there, and then you just forget about it. J-pole antenna hanging off the ceiling. That's good. I thought for a minute that he had a tiny dog that he just perched up there, but no, that's a sculpture of some kind. There you go. All right. Now to the palette cleanser, we have Evan K2EJT. Very clean setup. FTDX10. Yaesu's definitely on the lead here. Now a good use. Well, okay. I think you might have too many lamps here too. I'm just kidding. But I like the overhead lamp that he has. Actually, like I said, I'm not a big fan of an overhead lamp for monitors, but this is not bad. That looks like no, it's not a tough book. I was gonna say if it's a tough book, those are they always are backlit keyboards, so you can ditch the lamp for a tough book. But never mind. And then on the far left is that a 705? No, it's a 9700. No, wait, it could be a 705. I think it's a 705. Clean. Thank you for being in the chat. That's that's the lamp he uses when he's streaming. Sometimes it's difficult when we pull these images up. You know your equipment really well, but the lighting sometimes doesn't lend itself to being easily discernible for radio, like determining radios. Look at this. This is from Clayton. This is his Shop Shack. An old FT1 Yaesu. That thing's pretty clean. Left-hand keyer right there, it looks like, guys. Not he's a CW operator, looks like. I don't even see a mic. I see a head, some cans, and a key. And that's it. And in a Quancheng box. That's pretty slick. Nice setup. KC8ZPI Ryan. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Little custom built shelving for a Yaesu 710 AESS. And just a clean setup. Looks like a power supply next to it, VHF, UHF radio, and I'm not sure what the radio is on the far right, the handheld. Pretty cool. Oh, there is a mic plugged in? Okay. I didn't see it. Oh, we got the K-Merds in the house. Ham Radio Tube's actually in the chat, too. So another hand-built shelving, right? Makes sense, and this is a nice use of it, right? So he's got the 7610 sidecar speaker just above that, right? Made it just tall enough to slide a little VHF radio in there. Nice. MFJ tuners on the left, MFJ power supply, which we've probably all seen in Mike's videos. And then, yeah, I think he's got, I see the ID50 that he's talked about a lot, and an Anytone next to that. Real clean. A lot of remote controls, though. What's with all the remote controls? I don't know what's going on with that. As a proper YouTuber, though, he's got portable hard drives on the right. Of course he does. I like it. This is from DGen L5P KC1 KJB. Hey, look at the mood lighting. Okay, first official, true, proper, best ever ham radio operator. Look at his drink fridge. Drink fridge, man. Above that is a printer, some kind of a Yaesu. Again, it's difficult because of the lighting and the focus, but has that connected to a monitor of some kind, so he is able to see it a little bit embiggened. And he's running looks like all that off of a laptop. He runs it in light mode, though, which his browser, I can see my YouTube's up there, running this in light mode. You should rethink your life choices there. Oh, yeah, because look at this mood lighting. Spend all this time to put up the mood light, and you're like, you know what? I want to have stark white borders on all my windows. Portable shack to go with a WM9H. Literally portable, because he's just got it all thrown on the car seat next to him. There you go. Our first Gundams. I see Gundams. This is okay, interesting. First ICOM 7100 on the right. Again, can't tell that from the monitor or the screen, but I know the form factor of it. Another 710 field. A Stream Deck, a decent computer, at least I assume from the look of it. Vertical monitor's back. There's your vertical monitor. And a proper desk to go along with it. Hey, we only got that one Walmart special table, so people are picking up on that. Hey, this one's pretty nice. Okay. Oh, Lars, no way, really? This is pretty clean. Okay, so desk shelf, FTM5, G90, Anytone mobile. Looks like a power supply below that. And he's got, I don't know how much of it's connected, but he's got a mixer there, a little Behringer mixer as well. That's a really good idea. A lot of people could probably use a little bit better audio control for some of what they're doing, so that makes sense. All right, Cooley. Oh, we're actually caught up to the beginning of the shack now at 5:06 p.m. local time. Cooley KA9QZG. Okay, cool. Focus, my guys. We don't have focus. That looks like a Yaesu 1. One of the original Yaesus on the right, I think. Another Behringer mixer above that. A tuner next to it. It's tough. Power supply. That looks like an MFJ power supply. I'm guessing that's a 7300 on the far left. It's really hard to tell all the radios from this. But look at the collection of handhelds at the top. Got some good vintage ones, some newer ones. I see some signal sticks. And ham clock. Okay. Good. Cool. Like it. KD2 TVB. Now here might be the winner for most effective use of space. So he's got a little nook with the slant of the ceiling kind of coming in on him. And he's crammed a lot in there. That's a 7300 with a power supply above it. LDG tuner. Shelving. Okay, so that's a power supply under the lamp. Looks like a mobile mag mount antenna, some kind of a DC power meter, and then just above the 7300, 705 in a cage, some kind of a lit up VHF station, maybe a scanner, and then another VHF on the far left. Looks like a lot of this equipment all goes out that window, which we can see wires just going into the mini blinds. And then a collection of HTs and hotspots and other stuff above that. I really do like the Telephone Ellis and the Radio Shack logo. I don't know if those are original, but they're really slick. That's cool. All right. Hey, Dom, one of our admins here just dropped an image, and he has a 7300, and the rest is hard to discern. But you see the lighting he has? He has the under-shelf lighting. A little bright, but pretty cool. And is that ham phone? Ring, ring, ring. Oh, my God. Is that a Raven Arms? Jeez. Trav9218, got to keep that thing on him. He's got a Saturday night special underneath a Yaesu FT710. That's a Raven Arms. Not a fantastic gun. An MT2000 Alpha Dentron. That's pretty cool. Little nipper. Simple setup. KCFCC comes a knocking. Why do you hate light bulb? I love light bulb. I just feel like you've got to balance your lighting in your shack a little bit. Not you. I'm saying just in general, my general comments. Okay. I skipped who this was from. Kenny, KD9VLZ. All right, so simple setup, 7300 on the left with a 2730 on the right. Again, shelf where everything fits underneath the shelf. And then off to the right, got an amp. Dad amp, though. And then an assortment of HTs, including a Baofeng, 2 Baofengs, scanner, FTM5, and an Anytone. That's like straight up the right there. See, these 5 handhelds. That you could pretty much do a lot of what you could ever want an HT for with those radios, from my point of view. Alex has a Go Box 710, no, FTDX10. Hard to see the rest. There's a VHF UHF radio, and he's running off of this battery box, like a power box. It's back. The $40 folding table is back. This is probably half of that because it's a smaller table, so it's a $20 folding table, but he's portable, so that's to be expected. Okay, this is David, EA3IEK. This, I believe, is living room setup. So this looks next to his, like, armchair. Yeah? So this is where this is literally your Captain Kirk captain's chair setup. So running an old... Is that a Kenwood? Gosh, some of these old radios, I don't have an eye for some of them. The bottom radio, I am unsure of. I don't know what it is. Is an ICOM above that. It looks like some audio controls above that. A speaker to absolutely obliterate himself with, pointed directly at his face. It's an ICOM receiver on the bottom. I don't know about that. A 7100, which looks like he also has on, so that's cool. Power supplies, small monitor on the left, which looks like it's running WSJTX. That's pretty legit. And he's got a little kind of side shelf where he's got his keyboard and a laptop. Yeah, no, I got the ICOM. It was the bottom one I'm not sure about, so I just don't... I can't know all radios. Nice little setup. Oh, wait, we got a closer shot. Oh, wait, it was Yaesu. So good. Okay, so you got a little bit closer, and I can pull it out. Oh, Jim Greek Gamer on YouTube. What do we got? We got about 2 Baofengs, and looks like a SDR of some kind. And he is watching us live, so now we're in Inception territory. So I'm going to try to get through some more of these, and then we're going to wrap up, because we're starting to get pictures of myself back Look at me. Banished to the garage from KJ5HIX. Nothing wrong with that. Simple, clean, effective. I don't understand the second keyboard. That may be for the radio connection, maybe. So that's probably an FTDX10. Monitor output of the FTDX10. Ham clock running on top. Very clean ham clock. I like the coloring you went with. And then he's got his little operating computer. Can't complain about that. All right, Don. It's time. So Don got himself a shed. He has... I don't know if the foam walls were done after, or is that how they set it up? But he's starting to build it out. So this is a shack, future shack. Or, I mean, it is a shack, but it's a shack in progress. So we expect he's got his amp already there. He's running something. I don't know what radio he's on. I can't tell. Power supply in the bottom left there. There's his shed. Get some stairs for your shed, bud. Come on. He's got some stacked up 4x4s. I'm just kidding. All right. This is W8DOX. Oh, Sun SDR2DX. That's probably why we didn't see it. He's got it hidden somewhere. So here's, okay. You remember what I said about the open-topped radios in the beginning, that it can kind of get a little cluttered? This is kind of the exception to that, right? Because it's open-topped. You can see everything. But he kind of needs to access all of it. So the power line, notice how he like wrapped the power lines in the braid. They're only as long as they need to be. And a lot of the wires go underneath that metal tray that everything's riding on. Pretty slick. 12 amp hour battery with an 891, and so the whole thing's running on an 891. The slotted base plate is, yeah, I think that's the trick here, is that's what really cleans things up, because he's got all those wires, the ones that he has to route anyway like that, all underneath that. That's clean. I like it. This is Trav9218. There you go. Heathkit, linear amp, and some meters. What's the radio? That all goes into this Baofeng. That's right here. That's all plumbed into that. Poda time. Oh man, I'm gonna be jealous of this one. This is from Route 66. Dude's got a charcuterie platter, Martinelli's, a 705 hooked up to the tuner, which the tuner works really well. I really like this tuner for the 705. Dude's got a charcuterie board here. He's got a snackle box. I take it back. It's not a board. There's little sectioned out pieces. He's got a snackle box. That is a sophisticated POTA operator. He doesn't even care if he activates. Nicely done, Route 66. Barry NB7V. It's a charpotery. It's a charpotery. That's right. Yes. Barry NB7V. Nice zoomed in look. Got an X. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is our first Hermes light with an XPA 125 amp. And he's got the SDR software running in the background there. That's exactly what to do. That's exactly how you do this, right? Hermes light with an amp. Get yourself a power supply. That's it. There's your 100-watt station right there. And you control it with the SDR software. It's clean. Can't hate on that. Good way to go, too. It's not that expensive. You can get yourself an XPA. XPA 125 is the most expensive part of the kit, I think. So you're still around $1,000 though. But you will enjoy the Hermes Light. It's a very good receiver. All right, N23S is on the air with his. That I can't tell. I think that is the 101D. Yaesu MP101D. Somebody correct me. I think it's too big to be. It could be an FTDX10. The size of it's throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, clean setup. Operator station's got a turn. Oh, it is a DX10. I guess that the 101's wider. Yeah, I should know better. So he's got to turn this way to do computery things, and he's got to turn this way if he's gonna do single sideband. So something to keep in mind here, right? These corner setups are nice for just like rag chewing and stuff like that. But if you're going to get into like contesting, or you're going to participate in field day or something along those lines, the kind of going back and forth, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, even though you don't really have to do it if you're hopping around one frequency, or I guess you can kind of put your right arm out and start working the VFO that way. It can get a little tiresome, so just keep that in mind. This is... Oh, yeah, that was Nick. Hey, Nick. Sorry about that. K3KTB. Hey, check this out. So Ameritron 811H, ICOM on top, 2 ICOMs, 7300 and what's that, 718? MFJ roller tuner 2730. Then below that, that's an RCA television antenna rotor, which you can use for smaller HF radios. Some kind of a power supply, the amp, and then you got some scanner activity going here. So that's a Bearcat, couple of Bearcats. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the whole thing runs off a laptop to the left. 718, yeah. Jace KM6 OTF, man, we're still going strong. We still got a lot of radios to go. Okay, so similar to the last one, right? 7300, but a 705 on the right there. Another Bearcat scanner on top with a Motorola speaker, looks like plugged into it. And then you got an FTM 200. And yeah, signal... I don't remember what they call that. I haven't used one in so long. The signal... The old USB interface that everybody used to have before all the radio companies started, before DigiRig came out and all the other radio companies started moving towards that. Signal Link, that's it. God, how did I forget that? I haven't used one in years. All right, operator station focused on... Ooh, that is a... Is that your computer? What do you got in that thing? Is that a 4-stroke? Is that a 4-stroke PC? That sucker's big. That's a big... that's a rack. It's got to be a rack. Yeah, it's a rack. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? Or maybe it's computer in there with... I'm lost. I'm going to keep going. You got a 7300. 2, though he's got my setup. 2 stacked horizontals on the left monitors in an old desk. It's a large case, liquid cooled, 8 fans. Is that you, Prepam Paul? No. It's a rack. Yeah, you can make out some of the hand mics. Yeah, I saw them, and some of the meters are in there too. There it is. Rack open. What's in there? A couple of power supplies. A tuner. It's like all his odds and ends he put into the rack, which is pretty smart. Yeah. Ooh, Joe, A7JC. Look how clean this is. That's your whole, that's it right there. There's your Flex radio setup. Got this PC to the right. He doesn't even have to worry about the stuff on the right? It's just now focused on his 2 monitors in front of him. That's it. Watching a video we did with T.O. I can see T.O.'s face up there. Kevin. Okay, 7300. Got another roller inductor tuner into an amp on the right with a power meter. So good. He's got an outbound power meter. Looking like a Yaesu VHF next to that. What? Is that an Amiga? Oh, no, it's a Commodore. Bro, look at everybody's going nuts. Everybody's going nuts. It is a Commodore 64. That's why, yeah. Everybody, then the crowd goes wild. Man, that's cool. That's a cool setup. What are you doing with that thing? What are you doing with that Commodore? Another slant ceiling setup. So here's the next one, attic setup or possibly loft or something like that. Oh, they're back, kids. They're back. The $40 combos are back. By the way, that last one was W3NTB. Right on, man. KQ4IHG. They're back. Oh, he's got 3 Walmart specials. 3 Walmart specials. I can't make out a damn thing on this. But it looks like you got a lot going on. It looks effective. That's pretty cool. And Uncle Scar, KE8YMM. Kind of interesting. That looks like the one we looked at earlier. Is it? It is. Yeah. Posted a different picture. Yeah, we saw his earlier. Let's see if we got a different vantage point. There's some HTs to go along with it. Ooh, okay. So little maker spaces there on the left as well. Is that Dale Earnhardt Jr.? It is. It is Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Intimidator. Love it, dude. No, that's not junior. That's senior. Nobody at me. KD9VLZ. Another picture. Okay, we're getting duplicates. Refrain from dupes unless you have a major correction. Fishing in... Oh, here we go. Is this ice fishing? Yes! G90 on the ice. I bet you that works out pretty well. And you could be working all kinds of contacts. Well, that's... Yeah. This is a winner right here. This is it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's where it's at. I'm all about that. That's super cool. Nicely done, man. And Nick, NT3S. We got you, Nick, with a... Okay. Clean setup. I'm getting pinged by somebody. Nope. FTM 400. You got your Mesh-tastic. Looks like a T-beam. Not a lot of Mesh-tastics. I think we maybe saw like 5. And an FT891. And he's got a little tablet running the Mesh-tastic. Slick. Good little stack there. W8HRF. Okay. Yeah, another Yaesu. Big Yaesu points. Yaesu's come up in a big amount this year. And you got the Walmart special. So here's kind of a dual use space, right? So now we got more maker than operator, but not altogether too bad. KI5CVU Richie, somewhat clean, he says. Somewhat clean. Got a rack system down below, which he's got his 710 AES in. Okay, the tactical toaster. This is the micro, it's the BitX, the new one with the touchscreen. Haven't seen one of those yet, so that's cool. It's got a cat bed. Or a dog bed, so there you go. Must have them visit there. Likes to watch the 3D printing that's happening. Yes, it is. And tons of storage. Look at all his storage containers. All his Doom boxes. Actually, dude's got 3 3D printers. So that's a lot of 3D printers going on right there. A lot of 3D printers and none of them working. Is that a CNC machine? The one in the middle? Ah. SBitX, that's what I was looking for. Thanks, Jody. Andrew K0KBB. Just drill bits. Got an IntelliTuner from MFJ. That's a whole bench grinder to the left. And then he's got some detritus sitting on top of Yaesu 710. Sure. Like it. Jay Willie. What's up, Jay Willie? With the 7300. Simple, right? Shelf. We talked about this. Multi-shelf setup. LDG tuner below. Power supply next to that. Into the 7300. A nice little desk clock. I don't think I've made enough times talking about having a desk clock. Desk clocks are good, right? Sounds dumb, but if you got a UTC clock along with your local time, that helps sometimes for logging. And yeah, a couple of monitors. Is that carpet? Wait. No, it's just faux granite. Is this all on carpet? Oh, wait. Look at all the ferrite beads. It's all ferrite beads all the way up. All right, KB9LCD. Okay. This is another multi-use space. Looks like a garage because I see some hand tools and cleaning supplies. Some organization of parts on the left, a perilously hanging power supply just above the organization, another perilously hanging VHF radio above what looks like a subwoofer next to a power meter. And then you got an old, again, some of these radios are too old for me to remember. I don't know what that one is on the left next to the laptop, but on the one on the right is an 891 with a signal link, another signal link, and a roller inductor tuner. There you go. Oh, gas can below the whole thing. Good call, Josh. And you got and gas and gasoline. Sure. In case you just need to blow it all up. Oh man, ant killer top shelf. Ground the gas can. You know what? I actually don't know if that's dangerous or not. I can't be good. What? I can't. Oh, you know what'd be really funny too? So people are trying to figure out. Yeah, just breathe in all that gas fumes, guys. Just breathe it all in. So... Is that an ashtray above the fuel tank? Oh no. It's a candle. I don't think that's better. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's funny. That is really funny. Man, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can. It is a candle. Oh no. Yeah, the candle really helps to keep the gas fuel smell down. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I'm sorry. VK5TOM. Tom. Ooh, he's got a big in power supply. Look at those. Oh, those are uh-oh. Is that a radio that still has the protective plastic on the screen? Looks like he's got doubled up Yaesu or icons. Those are so he's got the pair. That's a 9700, and then next to it is the 7300. Big in power supply though. Look at that bad boy. Gotta keep that engraver right in reach there. Yeah, ICOM 7300 and 9700. The full kit. Bro didn't have enough buttons on his Stream Deck that he went and got the 15 button panel. How many monitors do you have, my guy? And none of them are matching. None of them are matching. Oh, that's good. No, wait, he's got another Stream Deck over. How? I have to know what's on all your buttons. There is no way. Really? I need to know what you do. I need to know what you do with these buttons. Oh, maybe he's yeah. Okay. So he's running the Node Red stuff. He's got Node Red going. So that's all those buttons are probably like radio control, all kinds of stuff. That's Chuck, KM6KGW, Node Red. Yep. Uh-oh, we got a dupe. A Roland. Roland? Like the sound card company? It's got some fingered BS, is what it says here. So that's good. And a Motorola Mobile. Nice. Nice setup. Ho! Gray Man. Bro. Look at that. What a beast. I don't know about the mirrored monitors on the top, though. I don't know if I can get behind that. Slick. That you're really making me want to go wide horizontal and curved for my actual office. Now that I can run the Flex pretty much anywhere, I've been running it in my office. That's slick. Oh, it is a synthesizer. You're right. The old Roland synths. Yeah, those are classics. All right, Motorola man. We got another Motorola. A little bit of stuff needs to be done here to kind of mount some of this. Maybe I think. All in all, though, pretty cool setup. Oh, look at that! Yes, yes. We see a mirror. we got a. It's an icon. That's not why I'm laughing. We we got him in the mirror. I always feel like somebody's watching me. From Jace, KM6OTF, out the front. Jonathan, KC3YZI. He's got two Yaesus, FTDX 10, and you guys tell me, is that the 911 next to it, or is that the 710? So FTDX 10 on the left. Is that a 710 or a 991? It's not on, so I can't tell. I usually can tell from the font. And then a 2730 next to it. Simple. Looks like a handmade shelf, too. Uh-oh. Portable. My two portable setups. Okay. So he's got a 710 for portable. Yeah, 710. And a 6100 Shagu on a Homer bucket. Okay. It all goes in a Homer bucket. Wait, who's this from? King Duckford, K0DUC. That is a very heavy Yaesu radio, I believe, on the top of a rack setup. That, no joke, this Yaesu is so heavy. So heavy. FT5000, yeah, that sucker is a beast. And he's got the little pan adapter attachment above it. Holy smokes. Then below that, roller inductor tuner into, I don't know what this is, an RCI 2995. Power meter, VHF radio, and looks like an Astron, big old Astron power supply. Fan dipole. Good. Brian. See, some of these are starting to look the same to me. Brian W. What are we at? Oh my God, we're almost at 2 hours. WK5H. The after chat's going to be light. I can tell. Nobody's going to stick around. Got a interesting. I like the guys. I'm seeing a lot of like different radio companies. People not just being super brand loyal, which I think is super cool. But yeah, you got a FTDX 10 with a ICOM 5100 underneath it. A little Daiwa meter. Or Daiwa meter. Mac OS, another Mac OS user. Right on. I recognize that mic. That's a 705 mic. Clayton, Vans on the Air, KD0QMF. There you go. Look at that. I like the wood paneling on the van. I will say, though, I know that the guys who go with the sleeper van setups, they really do need insulation. They get cold. Get really cold out there. Oh, I see. Yeah, Gray Man was adding to his monitor stuff there. Here's a shack that gets some use, right? So this is James AB1DQ. Look at all those QSL cards. Had to get a second pin board to do all of it. But yeah, hey, a TS2000 Kenwood. Nice, with an ICOM 718 above it, and a number of MFJ boxes, a Versatuner over there. Really cool. So over here, this 4States QRP, this is one of their radios they have. It's an AM receiver. Pretty cool. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it's a cigar box. It looks like it has a CW key in it. Another couple of cigar boxes that have been adapted into some kind of device. It's cool. Super cool. Little antenna switch. I like it. That's like the perfect amount of use. Like, I know you use all this. That's cool. I like that. David, EA3IEK. Little portable setup, some wood-built boxes to run a 7100 with a tuner. I don't know what this is over here. It looks like maybe a battery box that he's crammed in there with a shortwave receiver. Is that a Texan? I think it is. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Look at that. This is that vertical. Is this a? Somebody tell me. I don't know what the antenna is. It may be a Cheligan, so I'm not seeing it. But these are like all little vertical pieces, and then there's a tap. You slide the adjuster. Look at that. Yeah, where are you at, man? That's beautiful. Yeah, EA3IEK. Love it. Oh my God, I'm not even. Look how much space we have. No, we can't. We can't keep going. We're gonna have to stop. It's a JPC12. Thank you. Prep Paul, K5VOP. Nice. You can already tell it's Yaesu. Now this is a MP101D. It could be the other one. I'm just saying it's a 101 for sure. Right here, big boy. Now you can tell. Just we've been seeing a lot of DX10s. It's the 101s are much bigger, and it's the D. Paul has officially said he's got the D over there. And there's an OTM 500 next to it. Got a couple of monitors. Looks like they're mismatched too. Good job. And a ham clock. I think this guy over here maybe are those audio synthesizers, like they pick up the transmitted audio or received audio and they show it visually. How it started, how it's going. Okay, James K W4JEG. So how it started was here. How it's going, he got more stuff. So he's probably a tech prepper fan because he's got that crazy tough pad thing. And looks like a ICOM? No, a 991? That monitor's weird, though. So he had a 991 on the right side, but in the bottom, that's an older ICOM. And he has he's got a 957. Is that a 957? Not the 857, the base station version of it. And he's got the LDG AT tuner that sidecars on the side of it. Those are kind of hard to find. So yeah, this is definitely a tech prepper fan. 756 Pro. Yeah, there you go. Okay, go box of the disc cone. See that right away with a couple of, looks like Motorola radios. Some radio charging capability over here. And what do we got? We got some kind of a, it's a 5100 because here's the base for it, and here's the head. I'm looking for, he's got a Yaesu sticker. I don't see HF. But I see he's got some papers on the wall, so he's probably done HF. I'm not seeing where the HF is, though. More storage, too. Good. Dude, there's so much. We're going to have to... Oh, my God, it's almost 2 hours. WM9H. Kind of blurry. 891. There it is. Okay. And then assorted HTs underneath that. Underneath that. All right, Paul. KI5PMW. Number of stuff going on in here. So this is these older radios. I can't pull them out. Is that an ICOM? I think it's an ICOM. And then it looks like a 7300, possibly the 9700 tag team right there. I like this Daiwa meter is popping a wheelie because the coax is pulling it down, so it's popping a wheelie. Two LG Prol tuners, roller inductor tuner, a Meritron amp. There you go. And a mixer. There's another mixer in there. Excellent. All right. God, how much more? Okay, hold on. Oh, sweet sassy Mo Lassie. Dude, there's so many. Got a kiddo here. That's a lot of keyboards and stuff. Brocam. That was Brocam. EOS something or other trailer. ThinkPad with a tablet. Ooh, he's got an actual modem for doing WinLink. These things are super expensive. Bullets. 7300 full setup there with the shelving, right? We talked about that. Icom mic. This Icom mic's pretty good. I remember using that for a while. Looks like a workbench setup. Harbor Freight workbench setup. Good, from KF8 AWN. Hey, we haven't seen one of these. This is a Kenwood old mobile radio, so you could hide the body, and you had this nice little head unit. I actually really like the head unit on this thing. And this actually came in a 200-watt version as well as a 100-watt with a tuner. That's pretty good. Pretty cool radio. Okay, I think this is another armchair portable from AF5SH 7300. Yeah, so I went to the bottom, and now I'm working my way back up, and then we're going to call it because that's going to be the end of the hour. 2 hours, man. Jeez, I've been doing a lot of live stream time these last couple of weeks here. TY, and next week, ARRL Teachers Institute, after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, if you still got some giving left in your heart, well, make sure to do it with the Teachers Institute. Mike Kidd, MRD, will be with us, as well as a cavalcade of other fantastically interesting ham radio personalities and people involved with Teachers Institute. So we're going to have dollar matching up to a certain amount, and it's an impressive amount of matching that I hope we can hit, but it's going to be pretty wild. So this is from Ty, and he's got the the fake Harris PRC radio that's really just a boof wang in Harris clothes. And there you got another radio there as well. So very good. Clean wood paneling, N3 IM dock. Okay, what am I looking at? I don't know what this radio is. It's a Yaesu. I don't know what that is. Oh, cinder block shelving. Yes, there it is. Cinder block shelving. FTDX 3000? Is it? You got your Ameritron amp over here. Looks like a Vizio television. Love it. Chuck, KD2YUY with an FT450 and a power supply. Clean little setup. Got QSL cards, like lived in. I like people that put up QSL cards. Cute Kid from Sean KE0MAD running a 7610. Look at this whole like console thing. The problem with these consoles, you saw a lot of these in the 90s and 2000s. The problem is monitors started getting progressively bigger. And the only thing you could do is just bring the monitor forward, like toward your face, and then it's just like, it's too much. ICOM guy here, though, because he's got a 9700 over here, a 5100 above that. The big MFJ meter, it's huge. And looks like, oh, no, he did let a Yaesu sneak in here. That is an FT3 DR. And then you got an ICOM ID52. And then your pan adapter's way up here. That's even higher than mine. Okay, so this is KC3 VPY. Nice little setup. Looks like I can't tell, but it's a 705. Too far away. FT710 with an LGD tuner. CW guy looks like. With a rat. Love it. Colin and VK, right on. 991, a Linko power supply, great power supply. Versatuner, or Teletuner, sorry. And a Garrett scanner of some kind, or a radio for first responders. AI5DD. He's got Eldrick Horrors above the top here with the human skull. But he's also running a Yaesu. Same keyboard as me, I think. No, different keyboard, but similar. And he's watching us live as well. There we go. David, EA3IEK. What in tarnation is this? It's a worker space. I see some soldering irons, a lot of bags. You know, guys, I'll tell you what. If you just invest in some nice kind of storage-y things, right? It's like a box. And I don't mean like the cheap plasticky Walmart stuff, but like a box, something that actually closes and looks okay. You could get rid of a lot of these cluttery things. The cardboard boxes probably can go. The paper bags can go. And you could make a little shelf that has all that stuff squared away. You could organize, and that would be good. Oh, it's an ICOM naval radio right here. FTM 200. Now I see. Okay, no, this is a 200 for sure. Another ICOM. Is that, yeah, the AIS? Yeah, that's a cool setup. From Colin and VK, another one. Yeah, good. Slick setup, KB9 LCD. This is the FTM 300. I can see now the buttons, the orange buttons. So that's an easy way to tell them apart. Nice little setup there. Got it squared away. Clean install on the mobile. Good stuff. Separated Jamp scan. Look at this. Got a good little kit set up over here for all his technician stuff. Great organization up top. Fire extinguisher up like right center there for you. Next to a bottle opener. That's exactly what those two things sometimes are related. And then over on the right-hand side is his operating station, and that's a nicely squared away setup with an overhead mic. I think I'm going to switch to a mic from the side at some point. I'm getting tired of this whole boom thing. The boom thing. Got to figure that out. All right, so Nate NI9 PR 7300. Couple of computers going on. That power supply from Gigaparts in the back, I can see it. It's got WM7C 705 station. Some kind of a mixer or audio processor here. Oh, also running a flex radio, because here's his flex setup. Pretty good. Clean. Yaesu 991 and Elecraft KX. Oh, so this... No, these are different kits. So here's your KX3 kit. Here's your Yaesu kit. Looks pretty good. These are cool. These little separator things. That's pretty slick. I like it. Mini Mobile from AB1DQ. Interesting. So yeah, the Mini has that weird speedo thing, and so you stuck the 891 right there in the bottom part of that. The head unit. That's pretty smart. This looks like the back seat, so he's relocated his equipment to the back seat. ATOS antenna on the Mini. Hey, that's nicely done. Ty, we already kind of saw some of your stuff, so I'm going to go to the next one. Portable Shack from Prep and Paul. Got a QRP Guys no-tune antenna. Is that a sled battery? Is that actually LiPo, or is that a sled? And a TrueSDX. Looks good. There you go, good buddy. Richard, he's got his CB 891 and the big head. That's the first time we've seen the FTM 500. I haven't seen any FTM 500 since that one. K1 SUF, ammo can 7100, 3D printed, and there's another big head. Of course, I said we haven't seen it, and so there we go. That's clean. I think we've seen Paul. We got Paul. So this is, I think, is the only one. Joe, you're the last one. Here's a good technician. Well, kinda. This is like a radio test bench. Maybe you could operate here. Little Cobalt toolbox. Probably. Hey, you know what? Toolboxes are also not a bad idea for a lot of your stuff. Just throw them in toolboxes. The toolboxes now that you can get it, like even Harbor Freights, you get tons of organization. He's stuck on Discord loading in the background. Number of vintage radios or older radios. And I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is a scanner. And an old scope right here. Nice. Very clean. Hey, Josh, since there might not be an... Oh, no, there's going to be an after chat. We're going to wrap up right now, and then we're going to go hang out. Can I ask your opinion on the ICOM ID50A? Wife looking for a small... Oh, yeah, ID50 is amazing, particularly if you want a really long-lasting handheld. The battery just goes and goes and goes on it. It's fantastic. for that, it's a lot of fun. It's an RS scanner, is this dealie here. So, yeah, Corp. So I hope that helps. I do like that radio a lot. You must go program the repeaters. Go to dstar.info, download the repeaters for your local area. It'll give you like all the repeaters in the United States, but it'll give you analog and DMR or D-Star, sorry, and then you can scan through all of them based off of your geographic location, which is awesome, just awesome. So yeah, highly recommended. All right, I think we did it. I'm not going to the bottom. I'm not. We did it. We're gonna stop. So if you still are hanging out with us and want to come along to our Q&A journey, we call it the after chat. I'm going to end this live stream right now. I'm going to make another one. I'm probably going to need about 15 minutes to turn this whole thing around. So while you're waiting, join us on Discord. The link is in the video description. Over on Discord, we can basically take your questions live in voice or text, as well as, of course, on YouTube. We'll be looking at that as well. But yeah, big shout out to my patrons here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support in making all this fun stuff possible. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is, we haven't roasted Shacks in a while, and I think we got some pretty good ideas. Some of you have really like brought your game up, and wow. Yaesu predominantly was the HF radio of choice. And I got to say, it seems like it's an even split between the FTDX10 and the 710. I think both radios are great, but I like the FTDX10. I think it's a good radio. So pretty interesting, huh? How the tables turn. And I think that's just because they've got newer radios, right? So that's the way it often goes. Hey, Prep Ham Paul sent out 5 gifted memberships for the Ham Radio Crash Course. Thank you so much for that, Prep Ham Paul. Appreciate you. So who got them? Wade, Travis, Phil, and Eddie. Eddie Haskell is in the chat. Holy smokes. Leave it to Beaver reference. Wild stuff. And if you haven't already, go check out hamtactical.coffee, particularly if you enjoy a nice roasted bean brew. They're really good. Every one of them is really good. We tested them all before we went and decided to work with Vern on his coffee company, and it's really good stuff. So that's all I got to say about that. Plus, I love the stickers that my wife put out. Thank you, David, and thank you, everybody, for watching. I had a lot of fun. I always forget, like, I don't know who came up with it. Somebody mentioned it a couple weeks ago. They're like, hey, you should do another Ham Shack video, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do another Ham Shack video. It's great. But then I forget how many people there are on the Discord, and once I mention Ham Shack video, everybody on YouTube then goes to the Discord and starts posting their chat or their Ham Shack, and it just goes. The streams go so long. So if you made it this far, boy howdy, you really did something there. All right, I'm wrapping things up. The contest is still going crazy for you that are doing Morse code out there for, I believe it is CQ Worldwide CW. I think that's what it is. But if you'd like to hang out a little bit longer, not end the whole evening of ham radio just yet, I'll be back for about another hour or so. Yeah, hour and a half. And we'll do some after chat. So we'll take your questions live, particularly if you're new. You get first dibs on that. I'm Josh, KI6NAZ. Thanks so much for watching. 73. I don't think I will ever beat Mike's stream record. I did 8 hours, but for the contest. And we will be going very long for the Teachers Institute live stream next weekend, like probably 4 or more hours. But I don't think I will ever climb to that level. That was just, it's crazy. I was there for a lot of it, but 24-hour, probably never. I'm just, my wife would kill me. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you in a couple of minutes here. Hope you stick around.